All right, welcome back to FNTV's coverage here at MWC Barcelona. And I'm very pleased to be at CSG stands here in Hall 5. Sean, thanks for having us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk a little bit about monetization of enterprise services. So let's start from the top. Obviously at MWC, the beauty is you get to see a lot of your partners, potential clients. What are they telling you about some of the key challenges they're finding when they're looking at these services?
Yeah. In the B2B space, complexity is the biggest challenge by far. Operators have built such disparate systems that are very, very hard to communicate with each other. And that complexity drives a lot of lead time for onboarding customers and driving customer satisfaction all the way through the process. So bringing clarity to that complexity is what we see as key to enabling those customers to be successful and deliver services that really delight their end customers as well.
Yeah, makes sense. And listen, Sean, it wouldn't be an MWC interview if we didn't mention AI, right?
Yeah.
We got to talk about it. So let's look at it from the perspective of these enterprise services. How are telco operators currently leveraging AI, and also how should they be thinking about it looking ahead?
Yeah, it's a great question. You see AI at every booth around here, right? So we know there's some key to the trick that they're trying to accomplish there. In terms of what you talked about in that deal process, we see AI as really helping enable the conversation with the customer. So as you go through a quoting process, you can use AI to help generate a quote, to do research on the customer, to do research on the competitors, and come up with something really differentiated for that customer that makes them want to drive a service with you or an experience with you. That experience as well is critically important, so AI can drive into that experience, knowing when to communicate to the customer, when to reach out, when they might anticipate a problem to get ahead of that, really delighting the customer all the way through that experience process. And finally on the back end of that, right? Nobody wants to spend 2 weeks, 2 months negotiating for services and all of a sudden get an invoice from the company that they bought the services from and have no idea how that translates to the contract. So AI can be used to help bridge that gap and help explain services to the customer, explain to them what they're getting, and help them really make sure that at the end of the day, they're delighted with that service as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Listen, Sean, let's also talk a little bit about the ecosystem as we close here. Obviously, this comes with some complexity, and telcos will want to keep control of that relationship with their client. How do they manage that as they become more of a complex environment around the services? And what's also going to split up the winners from those that maybe lag behind over the next couple of years?
Yeah, it's a great system, right? Like as end consumers, we want a bundle, we want simplicity, and we want a great experience. And if we can get that, we'll be very, very loyal to the company providing that to us, right? So when you talk about an ecosystem, that's critically important for business customers because they have needs that go beyond just what an operator, a telecom provider can do for them. So you have to have an ecosystem that enables them. The key to that is making that ecosystem simple. How do you build a template that makes it very easy for these partners to come on board, participate in that selling process, and again, ensure that their services are delivered in the right way to the end customer. So again, you can utilize tools like AI or a catalog-driven approach to these customers to drive that satisfaction with them, and that's just critical to being a part of that ecosystem.
Brilliant. Well, I know we just scratched the surface here, but Sean, thanks so much for your time when what I'm sure is a very busy week for you guys. Great to see you.
Great to see you as well. Thank you.